Today's lesson is prime factorization, and our learning goal is to express a composite number as the product of prime factors. So, prime factorization is the representation of a composite number. And a composite number, again, from last lesson, is a natural number that has three or more composite numbers that are divisible into it. Okay, so the representation of a composite number as the product of prime numbers. Okay, you might be asking yourself, what does this mean? Well, that's what I'm doing this for, so that you can figure out what this means. And look, it is changing colors. Who knows why? Okay, so prime factorization is the representation of a composite number. It's a number that has more than three factors in it, or that's divisible by more than three natural numbers, as the product, and the product is the answer of a multiplication question. So when you multiply numbers together, your answer is called a product. Okay. My best to erase this. Okay. So the representation of a composite number as the answer of prime numbers multiplied by each other, or the product of prime numbers. Okay, so let's see what this crazy guy's, your teacher, is talking about. So we have, for example, let's take the number 24. Okay, we want to start breaking it down into factors, or things we can multiply by each other, and the product is the number 24. So just looking at it, I know it's even, so I can use the number 2 always. So 2 times 12 equals 24. Okay, so 2 times 12 equals 24. We look back at the number 2. The number 2 is a prime number, so we can't break that down anymore. It'll break down into 1 and 2, but we don't need the number 1. It won't help us any, and the number 2 we already have. So we'll go look at the number 12. I know that is still a composite number because it's even. So I'm going to say 2. I can either go 12 divided by 2. That gives me the number 6. Or I can say what times 2 equals 12. And I know that's the number 6. So again, 2 is a prime number. I'm going to come back here and break down the number 6 because it's still even. So I'm going to divide it by the number 2. 6 divided by 2 equals 3. And I'm just taking a look at these. I know 2 is a prime number and 3 is also a prime number. So now we have the number 24. Okay, we have the number 24 that's broken down into its prime numbers, which is 2, 2, 2, and 3. Okay, those are all prime numbers that equal 24. And if we write those out, if we say 24, actually, let's do it this way. If we say 2 times 2, okay, and I'm getting these numbers from here, so 2 times 2, and times 2 times 3, okay, if we multiply those together, that is going to equal 24. Okay, so now what we have here is we have The number 24 represented as the product of prime numbers, which is 2 times 2 times 2 times 3, or you can write it out as 2 to the power of 3, because there's 3 2's, times 3, because there's 1 3, that equals 24. But Mr. Atkinson? Yes, student who has a question. I know that factors of 24 are 8 and 3. Oh, that's very observant of you, student. Let's clarify this. Let's say that we have the number 24. So we have the number 24. We're going to break it down into prime factorization. Let's say you go 3 times 8, okay? And remember that we ended up, our prime factorization was 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 equals 24. From the last example, okay, and we broke 24 up into, what did we do? It was 2 and 12 first, okay? But now let's say we break it up 24, so we got the number 24 here, and we are going to factor it with 3 and 8, okay? Well, that's okay. You'll come to the same answer no matter how you do it, no matter what numbers you use. So let's look at here. 3, that is a prime number, okay? And look at that. There's a 3 right there. So let's just work through this. 8, let's go, that's a even number, so I know I can divide it by 2. 2 divided by 8 equals 4. Clean that 4 up a little bit. Okay, hey, look at this. We have a prime number, one of our 2's. And just box this out, and we're going to end up with 2. 4 divided by 2 equals 2. And look at this. We have our 1, 2, 3 2's, and then the lone one right here. And again, just to show you, let's say you go 24, box this out by 6, split 4 and 2, that's an even number, so 4 divided by 2 equals 2. We have 2 of our numbers, or prime numbers, and now we have 6, and 6 divided by 2 equals 3, or you can do it backwards, 3 divided by 6 equals 2, and you have your prime numbers all the same. You have 1, 2, 3 2's, and then you have your lone 3 right there.